So the opening round, though, of the Swallow Hill Homes F1000 Championship is underway then, and away they go, and it's a good start from the poleman. That's Dan Clues, who was the runner-up last season. There's a car on the grass at the back, who's back on again as they work their way through then into Abbey Corner. Big moment there for 41. That's Billy Stiles as they make their way down into Village. So Booth is third there as the rest of the field work their way through. These cars so small but so quick, Marcus.
Yeah, they are. They're very accelerative, and it's absolutely flat out all the way for these guys. Sometimes there's a few girls in the series as well, and here they are then down the Hanger Straight. Big Crocodile now panning out 3-4 wide as they come down into Stowe.
Having a go for the lead there is Dan Gore, trying to get the better of Dan Clues. He comes up the outside into the chicane, round the outside into Vale will be a good move, and now he's got the inside for the right-hander, so they run side by side through here, and that means Booth is catching them.
He's back on the power, isn't he? And that was a very, very impressive move by Dan Gore.
And that's brought Booth right into it, hasn't it, as they held each other up through the chicane. Now he goes up the inside of the poleman, but again sideways, and has had a big, big lose. And he kind of catches it over the grass, so got it well out of the way of everybody else.
Back in the pit lane, wasn't he, there?
So that was a big moment for the reigning champion. There, Matthew Booth, big lock up here. Who's at 33? That's Robert Bailey. He's going to get back on. There's Paul Butcher, who started way back on 18th on the grid. And Butcher on lap 1 went from 18th to 10th, so 8 places gained. Safety car. Is that just getting back into position? I think it is actually, isn't it? Here's the battle for the lead because Clues now coming back at Gore up the inside into Stowe Corner. He grabs the lead back then from the Mattel Cars Run machine. It's the JFK car of Clues that grabs the lead back there at Stowe Corner. Down into the Vale then. And it's 2 for the lead. I think Jack Tomlin then will come third. This is his first ever car race, a 16-year-old. He's part of the Motorsport UK Academy students with Billy Stiles, 2 of them here. But Jack Tomlin, I think, in third place, having a great debut there. Yes, he's in third, ahead of Adam Walker. And Elliot Mitchell and Dean Warren complete the top 6. Yeah,
he's moved up as a result of that moment that Booth had that took him over into the pit lane. That was an enormous kind of spin, wasn't half spin. He did very well to catch it, I have to say.
He's recovered in 11th, 9 seconds back, so didn't lose huge amounts of time considering what it could have been. He is 22, that's Dean Warren, who's come over from Monoposto Racing, and behind him is Mark Betts, former Sports 1000 racer, who's having a go. So Betts going well here in 7th, looking all over the back of Warren, and behind the pair of them trying to pass them both is Paul Butcher, car 42 up the inside of 88, Mark Betts. There goes 42, Paul Butcher, double runner-up in the series, so he's certainly capable of being much further up than what he currently is. Problems in qualifying. There's number 11, that's Elliot Mitchell, who is in 5th position. He finished 8th last season, so he's having a good start. And there's Dean Warren in
the Martini liveried car.
Absolutely.
Always looks good in the race car, Martini colours, particularly on Brabham BT44s. But there you go.
Here are the leaders, Clues and Gore. Dan Gore, former Caterham racer, moved over to F1000 last season. And Dan Clues, the runner-up in 2018 and 2019, looking to go one better this season. And it's a good start, leading the way from Hull. But I think Jack Tomlin is one to watch this season, Marcus. 16-year-old having his first race, and he's only 1.5 seconds behind them. Yeah,
absolutely. And these young guys who sort of come through the karting ranks, etc., certainly come with an awful lot of racecraft, don't they, Josh? And that stands them in very good stead. There's someone's gone bang down there. That's the 44 car. Unfortunately, that's Chris Woodhouse with that invitation car from the back.
Yeah, sort of front runner Monoposto driver Woodhouse is. So bad start for him. He's looking to convert that car into F1000 spec this season. So 3 for the lead across the line. Clues, Gore and Tomlin. Fastest lap from Clues, 1:05.17. That's a couple of seconds away from the lap record, which was set by Ben Hingley a few seasons ago. As they all come across the line. It does look like we were missing Lee Morgan and Rob Wellham, who should have started towards the front. So that's a real shame because they would have made that lead battle even more interesting. It's a 15-minute race. There's Lee Morgan's teammate, 67, Andrew Wills, who's a bit further back.
If those cars run in that blue, white and orange colour scheme, don't they?
He darts down the inside of Dax Ward there to gain a place. A bit further.
So who is
behind.
there's a car running, which problems the timekeeper's picking up which one it is. Car running in 8th place.
See if we can work that out. So they're behind Butcher.
Yeah, behind the 42 car.
So this is a bit further behind, isn't it? This is 41. This is Billy Stiles, the other driver in the Motorsport UK Academy, but certainly not going as well as Jack Tomlin up there in 3rd. So we complete a 3rd of the race now. 5 minutes done. Adam Walker trying to go with the top 3. Walker finished 9th in the championship last year, so he's going well there in P4, ahead of Elliot Mitchell. And Dean Warren 6th. Then it's the car with the transponder problem now up to 7th, ahead of Paul Butcher. So let's see, there's Butcher, so Boo's behind him, so it's the car in front of him. There's Eddie Falkenham, who raced Clio's with the 750 Motor Club, just getting ahead of Matthew Manette, who was a winner in Monoposto last month at Alton Park. There's 69, no, that's Falkenham, he's just passed him for 10th. So let's see, there's Butcher. Yeah, can't quite make it out, sitting right in the slipstream of the car ahead. Battles in the pack here. That's Billy Stiles trying to get the better of one of his competitors, 27, that's Al Rhodes. And they run side by side through Stowe Corner. The 3 leaders across the line. Tomerlin going after Dan Gore now, I reckon. Gap 2nd to 3rd now, only 8/10.
One retired to the pits and all that as well.
Okay. So we've got Dean Warren. It's 7, isn't it? So 7 is James Hills, is the car with the transponder problem. Returning to racing this weekend, former Formula Renault driver. Getting stuck in this battle for 6th place. With Paul Butcher trying to come around the outside of him here through the link. And he's up from the inside as they come onto the hangar straight. Couldn't quite do it though. Hills has come through nicely too, because he started 13th. So 13th to 7th for him. And Butcher's come through from 18th on the grid. And there's a car pulling off. That's Dan Gore from 2nd. So Gore from 2nd place, the Mattel run car. It was losing time to Dan Clues, and now it's pulled out the race. And that's Dean Warren there being passed by Hills into Stowe. I think he has. So that will be for what it would be 5th place. Yes, 5th place now, I think. And now Matthew Booth tries to pass. This is on Paul Butcher, so this is the action pack.
He's got through, hasn't he? And he's got another place back. So Butcher was running 6th, running 8th, then Booth in 9th. Booth now takes that 8th place and can probably make 2 more places if he plays his cards right.
Halfway through the race now, done 7 laps of the 15 minutes. Dan Close has done a 104.6 now, an average speed of 102 miles per hour. Lad in a club racing car on a track with hairpins. So we've lost Dan Gore though. We'd also lost Mark Betts. You said you saw a car pit, that was him. So he's dropped outside the top 10. Reverse grid race for tomorrow morning. If you want to be in the top 8. Booth coming under pressure here from Butcher. So Paul Butcher back up the inside of Booth. That didn't work. And Eddie Falkenham now in that battle too. So this is a great battle with at the front of it Dean Warren in 6th. James Hills has pulled away from him. So it's Warren, then Booth, then Butcher, then Falkenham. And Falkenham goes up the inside there of Paul Butcher. And this is the battle for 8. So this is the race to be on pole tomorrow. So a pretty important place gain if you can make it.
There's no radio communication saying, stay there, stay where you are.
And up the inside, here he comes. Falkenham can't quite get alongside Butcher there. Paul Butcher finished 5th in the championship last season. You ever had a go in one of these, Marcus?
When they were new, yeah. But they were nothing like as developed as this. Oh, big moment there for the 69 car. That was a huge moment. He caught it on reflexes really well.
They seem so twitchy to drive, don't they? Everybody says they're actually not that difficult to pass, not that difficult to drive considering how they look. Booth there up the inside of Dean Warren. So the Martini car loses a place to the reigning champion. Booth goes 6th. Now, can he go after James Hills? Now he's clear of that battle. Behind Minette, trying to get alongside Falkenham, who made that error earlier, but can't quite make it. Dan Clues, by the way, leads by 3.4 seconds now, so he's getting away from Jack Tomlin. And Adam Walker third. I think this is Walker on for his first podium in the category. He's a couple of seconds ahead of Elliot Mitchell, who did get a third place last year. Here's Butcher up the inside of Warren, couldn't quite make it though.
Now he'll tuck in and maybe get a toe pass down the hanger straight. That certainly would be his intention.
See, in 15th and 16th place positions, you've got Billy Stiles of 16 years of age and Peter Legge of 80 years of age.
Unbelievable. Peter Legge used to race minis back in the end of the 60s and the early 70s. On television, you used to see Peter Legge and Simon Ridge, people like that racing hard in their men's.
Through there goes Paul Butcher to pass Dean Warren for 7th. So certainly it would appear Warren, who made a good start, because he did start back in 11th. He fights back though, actually, saying that, down into the Vale, back ahead of Butcher. He does seem to be the one holding this pack up. And here comes Butcher on the inside of the second part of Club. Oh, and they tag, and they big spin, and Warren gets hit there by Falkenham, wasn't it? Sort of rode over the front wing. There just wasn't enough room for them to go side by side, and Paul Butcher's only just rejoining the circuit now, so he's dropped back. So Falkenham goes 7th and Minette 8th. And actually, because Butcher was on the grass, his lap hasn't been registered because he didn't go across the line. That could have been a bigger moment, really, couldn't it? And that's the 4th place car of Elliot Mitchell off the road now. So it's all going on in this opening round of the season. These guys haven't raced for 10 months, and it's been a pretty busy race. So Clues leads Tomlin and Walker, and then I think James Hill's now 4th with Matthew Booth chasing, so Booth could get 4th out of this yet. There's number 60. And that's Jack Tomlin, so he's the driver in 2nd place, chasing Dan Clues with 3 laps to go, so it'll be a 14-lap race, the gap up front 3 seconds, and a further 3 seconds to Adam Walker. And there is Tomlin, and there is Walker, so Adam Walker by far having his best race in the category. So yeah, 4th is Hills, and he's under a lot of pressure from Booth, so 4th and 5th could change before the end, I reckon. That'll be 7 and 1. And then Falkenham is 6th, 7th is Minette, and Alok Ingegar from the back of the grid, he started in 20th to 8th, and 8th is that reverse grid spot. Here is the leader, Dan Clues, in the JFK Racing Team car. He finished 2nd in the championship, only won 1 race last year though. But all being well, checkered flag, so an early checkered flag for that car off. So a slightly shortened race, 12 laps, and he lost a couple. And it's Dan Clues who wins the opening round of the Swallow Hills Homes F1000 Championship for 2020. 2nd to Jack Tomlin and 3rd to Adam Walker.
Yeah, and there's a bit of debris in the road there, which has probably influenced the decision to hang the checker out, the car parked over by the pit wall as we saw.
Matthew Booth did get past James Hills on the final lap, so he got back to 4th after that big spin. Then Hills in 5th on his racing return, 6th for Matthew Minette, 7th Eddie Falkenham, and 8th Alok Ingegar. In 9th position is Rob Bailey. Is he going to hold on? Yes, he is, just ahead of Max Winterhauser. And then Nikita Abrahov in 11th, 12th for Dax Ward. Al Rhodes Mays 13th, 14th Andrew Wills, and Peter Legge got 15th, ahead of Billy Stiles in the end.
So 80 beats 16.
Absolutely. So actually,
is that treachery over youth?
Stiles hasn't come through, so whether he's actually had an issue on that last lap. But yeah, Peter Legge only 40 seconds behind the winner, which is remarkable, isn't it?
Fabulous effort, really, really good stuff.
There is the winner though, Dan Clues, who's now won as many races as he won the whole of last season. And he will be...
Just remember that Keke Rosberg won the 1982 Formula 1 World Championship by winning 1 race.
It's always nice to win more though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And they'll be trying to do more of that because we'll see these cars out tomorrow. The F1000 Championship will be back for 2 races tomorrow. See support for the F1000 Championship from Daniel Santiago, Stuart Riley, Cammy Sturch, Tony Palmer and Sarah Cook. So thanks for joining us on Alpha Live to watch the opening round of the F1000 Championship. Do stay with us for the rest of the day because we still have a number of races to go. Still 4 races today. The F1000 Championship will be back tomorrow. The only series we see today and tomorrow, and the only series that have 3 races over the course of the weekend. Dan Clues, Jack Tomlin and Adam Walker the podium in round 1. So the winners down in the pit lane, 3 winning cars parked alongside one another. A few cars to pick up before the next race as well, with those few incidents over the course of the day. There's 11. So that was Elliot Mitchell, who was 4th in the early part of the race. So he pulled off. Not sure if that was an incident or just a car problem. I can see Matt Suckling, I think, now ready with our top 3. So Dan Clues the winner, second Jack Tomlin and 3rd Adam Walker.
So an action-packed race for F1000, and the winner from that first race of the weekend is Dan. Well done, Dan. Congratulations. How was it for you?
Thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Just in the end, yeah, kind of nice and easy. Just cruising around, still gapping the guy to second, and everything was going to plan. So yeah, bit hairy the first couple of laps, but apart from that, we're all good. All good.
It was close at the beginning, but then we lost a couple around the lap, so it made it slightly easier for you towards the end.
He did a little bit, yes. Yeah, it was Dan Gore was close behind me. He passed me on the first lap, and I passed him back on the second lap. And I thought this is going to go on for a bit, and then yeah, I think we just started to gap him, and then he disappeared. So then it was keep cruising around, keep the pace up, keep it tidy, and bring it home.
But you're used to this sort of racing. You've raced these cars for many years now, so you know the tricks of the trade, don't you?
Yeah, we've got a perfectly set up car now. It's really good. The boys at JFK have done a cracking job on it all weekend. Yeah, just glad to be back out racing really, and thoroughly enjoyed that.
Good stuff. Well done, Dan. Good luck for the next 2 races this weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There we go, Dan. Now let's grab a quick word with Jack as well. Jack, do you want to pop over here for us and have a quick chat? Well done on second place. That's an excellent performance and one of your first races, isn't it?
Yeah, one of my first races in the season. We've done a bit of testing here a couple of months ago, but it was soaking wet, so it was a good result for only time being in this car in a race situation. We did have a problem at the start though with our start, just bogged off the line, but luckily we pulled some places back and then came home second.
You can learn from that and you can try and improve tomorrow. Not much better than second place to be fair, but Dan, you'll give him a good run for his money tomorrow.
No, I was trying to catch up to Dan, but it was too big, the gap. Too big, the gap. Tyres was going off, sliding around stars, like there's no way I'm catching that gap up. But hopefully tomorrow we can have a better start than today. But as I said, first start of the season, can't really complain, can I?
Not at all, and they're quick cars, and it must be fun driving around Silverstone.
Yeah, it is fun, especially going around Stowe and first core and everything. Still haven't got the balls to go flat around that though yet. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow if the tyres can hold it. But yeah, it was good fun, good fun.
Good stuff. Well done, Jack. Thank you very much, and well done on your second place. And we'll have a word with our third place man as well, which is Adam Walker. Well done, Adam. Third place in that race. How did you find that?
It was good. The tyres went off in the middle of the race, and then, to be fair, I was 4th for the majority of it, and I thought just can't catch him, so I thought I'll just keep here and hope someone in front goes off or something happens and I might get a lucky podium, and somehow I did. But not that I wish bad luck on my competitors, but you've got to make hay where the sun shines, don't you?
Did you just back off towards the end there just to hold on to your third place?
Yeah, well, I thought I'm not going to catch him. There's a big gap behind me, and I thought it's better to do that rather than throw it all away. So yeah.
Good stuff. First podium of the year, and we've got 2 more races to come tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just hoping my tyres last out. They were really overheating towards the end of that race, so hopefully they're still good for tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, my dad's given me an awesome car to race with, because it's just me and him in the team and my mum, so yeah.
Good stuff. Well done, Adam. Congratulations on your third place and good luck for 2.
To Team Walker as well.
There we go, you get your sponsor in as well. So well done to Adam Walker, to Jack Tomlin, and of course to our race winner for the first of 3 races this weekend, Dan Close, who'll be out there tomorrow for 2 more races in F1000.